Alright, I think we're live. Hopefully we're live. YouTube was, giving me some problems there, basically going, it's just like, you don't have a stream key. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't have a stream key?
OBS, you annoying piece of software.
And this was actually not OBS's problem at all, basically. It's just YouTube actually changed the entire, like, streaming layout for me.
Oh no.
I have the options to stream in horizontal or vertical now, or I could do both. You found the stream key? Yes, I found the stream key. I remember, oh god, who's the science guy? Scott Manley? Is that his name?
Bill Nye?
No, Bill Nye is not a space guy. Bill Nye, okay. He is an engineer. But no, the YouTuber, sorry, I should have said the space YouTuber. Yeah, Scott Manley, I think his name is, yes. It's been a while. Oh, stream started and we already got a pawn death, that's wonderful, that's beautiful. But I remember a long time ago, he tried streaming and whatnot, basically, and he accidentally showed his stream key on stream. And if somebody else has your stream key, they could essentially just stream on your channel. And this could have went terribly wrong. But the first guy to start streaming on Scott Manley's channel, basically, was actually just playing Command & Conquer Red Alert 2.
Use manly science to go to the last place uncorrupted by capitalism.
Wrong game, but yes, that was the third one. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I was up to. Also, hi there, Peanut Grill. Yes, that elf is incredibly smug. You ever seen an elf that's not smug? I think it's an unwritten rule that basically they always have to be smug. Average Command Conquer Chad just wants to play the game. Guys, hi there, Harkin. Also, I forgot to reply to your comment and whatnot, basically. I would love to continue the Sabbat Blight mod playthrough where we were the Blood Pact. The only problem is, out of all the Grim, Grimhammer, whatever it's called, mod pack, that is the only one that hasn't updated. I don't know what ended up happening, basically, literally. Apparently there was like internal conflicts, aka the modders got into a fight and the guy who was making the Blood Pact mod left.
Oh.
And whatnot, so I don't even know if that mod's going to be updated yet, but is the only one that hasn't updated 1.6, and yeah. Yeah, that really sucks, but if they ever do get around to updating it, I will actually be continuing the Blood Pact playthrough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the same save file, because that was 1.5 and we're on 1.6 now, but yeah. People were coming back home. You have the artillery cannon, don't you? We were nuking people. Your artillery cannon is testing range, yes. Blood Pact returned as loyalists? I mean, I guess we could. We could just do an Imperial Guard playthrough, you know, be actually the good guys. That'd probably work. The good guys in quotation marks, look. The Imperial Guard is the best faction in Warhammer 40k, and I will not stand for the slander.
Any target, 823 0.
playing their DS.
Apologies.
I asked a question.
Warno.
Oh, you got Warno? Really?
No. Trying it, TM.
Gotcha.
I was kind of expecting the Germans to speak German.
What do you mean they don't speak German?
The voices you just heard was some kind of German drone recon.
Isn't it set in the 80s?
89, 85.
What was the first UAV ever made?
These things are called Eperviers.
Said it was a drone recon? In my Cold War game?
This thing is asking for targets. It is literally just a recon drone.
Okay. Okay. The Germans, like it's like all good Germans in media, have British accents, just like the Romans and the Russians. Ah, yes.
I'll take a picture of it. Also, why does the US have an A-10 Warthog recon?
That's the one with the binoculars.
I could still see the missile pods on it.
It is a very angry recon. Recon doesn't mean defenseless.
I know. There's also why I'm confused why there's Recon Abrams.
In case it finds something. Look, okay, Recon Abrams, I can actually believe and whatnot because of the turbine engine it has on it, for some reason, is actually extremely quiet. Okay, the Abrams is like the closest thing to a Steiner Scout Lance we will ever get.
I am a little disappointed so far with it.
Why?
Remember how the units used to be like 4 tanks or 2 APCs of infantry?
Yeah.
It's just 1.
Okay, so Warno is basically Steel Division, but set in the Cold War.
Didn't we get multiple units of 1 unit with Steel Division?
Probably, yeah.
It's just been that long since I've played it.
Honest to God, it's been years since I played Steel Division 2, and I didn't even really play all that much. I just got roped into trying to do the Finnish Russian campaign.
I just played co-op with you guys and watched my poor Romanians die.
They gave me some planes to play with and whatnot, and somehow I became God.
You just ran the Luftwaffe entirely.
Pretty much, yeah. Ice was in charge of all the artillery and the divisions, and he kept getting angry at me because we kept competing with each other of who could destroy what first. Alright.
My tanks speak German. Is my radio operator just American?
I think, right, the radio terminal thingy. I need to go contact the deserters. And whatnot, and we need to get back on track with actually destroying the Empire. And whatnot, because like last stream I remember I went on a side quest of trying to gather, do we have no intel whatsoever? What happened to our intel? understand why, basically. Okay, well, I can understand the argument of it, basically, because, okay, with the deserters and the Empire and that whole Civil War situation, vanilla expanded, basically, you get intel, you spend the intel on either items or mission events, and whatnot. But the problem is the intel expires after a few days. Probably because it becomes outdated intel, but... Last stream, I was trying to do a mission to upgrade the Gravship, which was kind of stupid. It was a waste of time. And the problem with that is that all the intel that I had expired. So if you don't mind me, I'm just going to all of a sudden, you know, leak some secret documents on the War Thunder forums. Yeah, on the War Thunder forums. Lots. And then, hold on, right, that's right. I need to go put it away. Grim Thunder had another top secret document leak. When doesn't it? Lots. Shoot down. Alright, he's over there. See, there we go. Why are you having a poor mood? Why are you in a poor mood? We had to leave the colony. What the? Oh, your ideology basically gives you city builders, which means if you leave the colony, you have a tizzy fit. Try to convert you. He would try, and more than likely, basically, just going to have a prison riot and get shot in it. But, you know, that's besides the point. You know, speaking about Rim Thunder and whatnot, I've been playing a game recently quite a bit. I don't know why. I just gotten in the mood to play Gunner Heat PC, which is also a game set, was it like 1985, I think. Cold War gets hot, basically you're in the Volga Gap, good luck. The Soviets are coming.
Scream in panic.
What was it? We had a famous unit, or they were a famous unit because they were like a division put in the Volga Gap, and it was just like, due to, you know, UN fuckery and working out a deal with the Soviets, basically, of limited militarization in West Germany, we only have a single, what was it? The 21st Armored Recon Cavalry or something, basically, at the Volga Gap, and it's just like, yep, alright, your job, delay the Soviets as long as possible. Survival not guaranteed. Good luck.
So what I'm hearing is panic.
Yes. But yeah, you could play as NATO or you could play as, what was it, Warsaw Pact, basically blue-red. Because there's missions for both sides in the instant action, as well as there's somewhat of a basic campaign. You cannot tell me that the game is not like analog horror.
The Bradleys are in the trees.
The Bradleys are in the trees.
There's nowhere to hide.
Everybody thinks it's like, oh, like the T-80s and the, you know, the Abrams are the scariest things to find out there. And it's like, no. You know who's the scariest guy to encounter in Gutter Heat PC? Just Ivan hiding out there with a missile.
The random ass toe in a bush.
That too. So I don't know. Okay, so basically, since the game has updated quite a bit since last time I played it and whatnot, ATGM's like the toe, or the Russian equivalent that I can't say on stream because it has a funny name that starts with an F. Basically, it's just like helicopters have become the bane of my existence because helicopters like to hide behind trees and then pop up over the trees and fire, you know, an ATGM at you.
They would like to enforce the speed limit.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just like I'd just be going out there in my little BMP going like 80 kilometers an hour. Then meanwhile, the Cobra popping out of the tree line going, "Sir, do you have any idea how fast you're going?"
There's the leopard bricks I know and love.
I'm just putting a shit on the back of the Gravship, don't worry about me. Maybe I should also be building like a little wall here for the power generators and whatnot, that way they're just protected. Not really necessary, but while I'm adding on to the shit, might as well do it. So how have you been doing today?
Okay.
It's good. Have you heard anything more about the incident that happened at Twitch?
No.
Or TwitchCon, should I say, specifically. But for those that don't know and whatnot, basically, for those of you that aren't unemployed and actually have, you know, aren't terminally online and whatnot at TwitchCon or whatnot, there was a Twitch streamer that got attacked. Or whatnot, Imaru, I think her name was. And luckily enough, it wasn't as bad as me and other people thought it was, but, you know, it still was pretty fucking bad. Because I remember a lot of people were going on speculating of whether or not the person that attacked her had a knife or not. Basically, because it looked like he pulled something out of his pocket before, whatchamacallit, somebody, personal bodyguard of Imaru basically like popped out of the crowd. And then, you know, basically pushed him away. And whatnot, so it was just like, alright, that's good. But but the story of it gets even worse than that, because it was just like, all right, so Imru was doing a fan meet and greet where she just basically just like, all right, she meets with people, she greets them, talks with them a bit, basically, yada, 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 yada. It's kind of like a little signing thing, I guess, that, you know, fans have, or just like, hey, can you sign this for me, sort of deal, yada, yada. And whatnot. But then it gets worse, because it just, like, Twitch security is absolutely fucking useless, because apparently this guy wasn't even in line for Imru. He was in somebody else's line to go meet somebody else, basically, because that line was quicker than Imru's, basically. So once he's allowed onto, like, the little stage or whatnot, because they have the stage sectioned off in different areas to meet different people, he just goes straight for Imru, grabs her, and whatnot. Sorry, I was taking a sip of drink. And whatnot, and then that's when the bodyguard comes up on the stage, pushes the guy away and whatnot, and then Twitch security basically just, like, doesn't even fucking do anything, doesn't grab the guy, doesn't hold him, you know, for the police to show up or anything like that, basically, because there's videos of the guy just walking around perfectly fine. Twitch security only did something once police got involved and then basically forced them to go get the guy, which is just like, oh, that's fucking wonderful.
Hopefully they still remembered where he went after that.
Yeah. He got arrested after the convention, basically, because he left the convention and whatnot, and the police grabbed him afterwards, and it was just like, motherfuckers.
Security tried to do job impossible.
Yeah, and the worst part is, this isn't even like the first time she's gotten attacked on stage by somebody and whatnot. Last year at TwitchCon, like I mentioned before during the Helldiver stream, or what we were talking about in the Helldiver stream, is that she's been attacked before and her bodyguard was there with her and protected her, but then they banned her bodyguard from showing up to TwitchCon, not the person that attacked her. So this bodyguard that she had this time was a completely different bodyguard, because the first one was, like I said, banned, and they wouldn't allow him up on stage and whatnot. He had to be in the crowd with everybody else, and that's, yeah, it's just like, the worst part about it is that they got Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, to talk about it in an interview, and if it wasn't for the fact that people were recording it and whatnot, basically, the interview would have never happened, because originally Dan Clancy and Twitch itself was denying that it ever happened, but since the video came out, it spread like wildfire on Twitter and whatnot. Basically, Dan Clancy was like, all right, well, it did happen, but it's all Imru's fault, basically, because she should have just, like, blocked the guy on Twitch or whatnot, basically. That's literally what he said. I'm just as confused as you were.
Wouldn't that have just made the in-person interaction worse?
Probably. As he's getting his ass reamed in the way he when he has to testify. Yeah. Because he's just like, because like he was just like, well, we banned the guy for 30 days. We did our job. I don't know what people expect more from us, or why people expect more from us. And it was just like, how about you actually had security to stop that from happening, basically? Because it's just like, yeah, no, this is the community that Imru has cultivated or whatnot. She should know better, basically, what her community is like. And I'm just like, I don't think anybody shows up to a convention and expects to be attacked by people or whatnot. But it was just like Clancy was just washing himself. Like, it was just like, this isn't our fault, it was all Imru's fault, basically, it's the victim's fault. He was victim blaming, like, unironically victim blaming, which is, a word that I hate so goddamn much, but still. The geezer Kumar has been the worst part of Twitch, even more than the staff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, yeah. Alright, the shuttle. Forgot what else about it, basically. I remember I was watching it on, what was it, Pippa's stream, and she watched it as well, and she was irate about it, and I really wish, like, we were all kind of irate about it. I just couldn't fucking believe I was dumbfounded about the shit that Dan Clancy was talking about it, basically. It was like a 14-minute interview, and he just kept going around circles and circles, basically. It's just like, this isn't Twitch's fault, basically. This is all the, you know, the victim's fault, basically, because this is the community that she cultivated, and she should have known better. And it's just like, I'm like, it was hurting my brain. It was quite literally hurting my brain. That's probably why I can't remember most of it, basically, because it was just, oh god. To actually do something in the game, though, basically, let me go talk to these traders over here. See what they're buying or selling. Guess we could buy a few beers. So much. Oh, I'm not gonna get into this whole like debate or war, because I know like a lot of people basically question whether who's better, YouTube or Twitch, and they're kind of both shit, to be honest, and whatnot. But it's just like, I am so grateful I'm not like on Twitch or whatnot. I don't know basically lately how Twitch even stays afloat with people like Dan Clancy at the helm and whatnot, because I just don't know. I feel like I'm just talking in circles now about it, but yeah. I know it would be kind of nice. Let me sell and return. Oh! I kind of forgot I was growing a shit ton of opium. Don't know if the reinforced barrels would be better though, probably. Don't need all those, but... Yeah, we could put a little opium on top. God, I was growing opium. But I assure you, it's for morphine production, morphine only. We are not making any sort of nefarious drugs here whatsoever. Grab tech right. I need to figure out where I'm going to put down a fabrication, but actually I could just throw one in here. I could remove one of the research benches and throw it right there because they're about the same size. Not about the same size, they are the same size.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Hey, did you remember we were growing opium?
Had drug manufacturing to list the crimes.
What do you mean? It's perfectly legal, I assure you. There's no UN here. Oh, right, I forgot to say, basically, hi there, Eccentric. Good to see you again. That's right, basically, Ice is blind in both of his eyes, so we can't take him anywhere.
He was also the one in charge of making our nuclear shells.
No, that was Belgium. That was Belgium, I assure you. Screwing around with the work tab again, basically. You'll see me do this all the time. One thing that's always weird to me about Rimworld.
Everything?
No, I mean, I've spent so much time in Rimworld, basically, literally talking about cannibalism is just normal to me now. Sorry. I'm sorry. Whatchamacallit? No, it's just, why do I have to research how to fish?
Great question.
Here's another good question, basically. How is it that I'm able to research on how to make a Gravship? You know, like a little spaceship? Quotation marks. But I can't make a car.
Because Titan doesn't want us to have cars.
Why do I need a mod to learn on how to ride on horseback?
I mean, let's take a moment and think how long it took Titan to realize a light can go on a wall.
About 10 years.
I'll get there eventually, TM.
I hope so. Maybe I should set the cleaning priority to 1 and whatnot, because I notice, you know, people don't... Maybe I just got too many things set to cleaning, or, you know, 2 or whatnot, but... Not even the child is, doing his duties of cleaning. Instead, he's just making the messes.
Ever child experience.
What you doing there, little Timmy? I'm drawing on the floor. Well, that's gonna be another beating. Oh god. What did I just remember? Dwarven childcare.
Great question.
For those that don't know, basically, there's a game called Dwarf Fortress and whatnot, which was kind of like the inspiration for Rimworld, and there's a joke in the community called Dwarven Childcare, and is one of the most fucked up things ever. Essentially, it's just like somebody created up the most psychopathic way of creating like the ultimate soldier. You take a child, you give him enough food and water, you stick him in a 3x3 room with a rabid dog. Eventually, when he grows up, basically, he's going to be the toughest son of a bitch alive, or dead. But hey, you know what? You got a dwarf Spartan now! Congratulations! If you ever wanted a serial killer as a captain of your guard, there you go. Alright, I'm sorry. Oh, we're going hops there. What is these playing? Why? 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 I'm kind of amazed. We just had visitors right now that they didn't even get like a perfect score of 100. It was like 79, but they still enjoyed their stay and whatnot. And they're just like, here, have 456, silver coins as a gift. And it's just like, that's a huge tip. Maybe that's something to talk about. How do you feel about tipping, DS?
$5.
Okay, but what happens if you go down to a restaurant and whatnot? You have, like let's say the bill, hypothetically, is like $100. You go to the restaurant. Shit sucks now. You can't buy a $20 steak anymore. It's $50. But still, it's like a $100 bill. You go to a restaurant and whatnot. You tip $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, just $5.
Or 10.
At least that's like 10% of 100 and whatnot. But like most places and whatnot, it's just like I see on the receipt because they print out like the percentage on it and whatnot. They do the calculations for you, and it's not like 15% that places ask for anymore. It goes from 20, 25 to like 30% tip.
Usually just goes, fuck that, 5 to 10. Especially when, like, for delivery, the delivery fee itself is another 10. On top of like $30 or $40 for the food.
That's like through like, what was it? Not necessarily like, well, Uber Eats is one of the programs for that or whatnot.
No, that was just Domino's.
Oh, that was just, okay.
Sadly, the DoorDash ones are all Pizza Hut.
Gotcha.
And the last 2 times we ordered from there, it's been no bueno. I think I mentioned the one that just left the food in the trunk of the car. and
Right,
walked
yeah.
off.
Right, yeah.
And the second one apparently just put the food on the steps and booked it. Oddly enough, the funnest interaction with delivery of any kind has been, you know, the ones that take pictures of the package to let you know they put it there.
Okay, yeah.
They sent Mom a picture of the package and a picture of the cat. Because it decided to come see what was going on.
Alright.
He's like,
This
here's the picture
foundation.
of your package. We have left it with the cat.
Can a cat sign off on a package?
I don't know. It was from Amazon. I don't think they had the sign.
Alright, yeah. That's fair enough, basically. Survival meals.
Weirdest one was guy walked up behind me and said, "Hi there, can I leave this with you?" While I was getting stuff out of the trunk of the car. It's like, sure. I didn't have to sign for it or anything. And then I get back in the house, it's like, wait. Motherfucker, that could have been anyone at the trunk of that car.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, just
I mean,
coming up
that was nice, but holy shit. That was not a good idea.
coming up behind somebody, basically, just like, all right. Maybe I'm just a paranoid motherfucker. By far, base, I think, God, the scariest thing I think anybody's ever said to me, basically, when they approached me in the parking lot, basically, was just like, it was like, hey, I'm not here to rob you. And I'm just like, why in the name of fuck would you just walk up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm not here to rob you? It's like, I promise I'm not gonna hurt you. Can I have some spare change? And I'm just like, you really, really need to work on your goddamn social skills, man. Because it's just like, you go up to somebody, basically be like, hey, I'm not here to rob you. What's the first thing that they think of?
God, it's the IRS. They're here to ask for my taxes instead.
I don't know, if it was the IRS, I'd just be hearing, here comes the sun, just getting closer. That's an inside joke, don't worry about it.
Last thing I see is an Oriental man getting out of the vehicle.
Who the hell are you?
Bill from accounting.
Dark Scholar slouches in place, lifeless and silent. Owner of the eyes seem alive, as if she could look inside you. Alright. Former subject of cultist ritual. Glimmer is the ability to defy death. Black. Okay, so We allow this person to join, we get colonists, they'll probably betray us and whatnot. We tell them no, if we send them away, they're going to be quite irate and we're going to have to put them down over and over. And you know what? What's the worst that could happen? I always get a little bit worried whenever I see, you know, a colonist join. It's just like, you got a new colonist. Oh, yay. They're your same ideology as you. Oh, no. Vanilla Expanded has this one incident, basically, where it's just like a pawn could join your colony randomly. This isn't random, but, you know, the event anyway, basically. And the problem with the event is that if they have, I've noticed that if they have the same ideology as you, they're most likely a traitor. They're going to betray you. They're like a spy for another faction or something like that.
Blast them before they turn. It is the thing, but not actually the thing.
The worst part is, like, my ideology and whatnot is just like, since we're supposed to be space elves and whatnot, like Soviet space elves, it's just like, our ideology, our preferred xenotype is obviously space elf. But ideologies are assigned at random upon, so just like this poor fucking, you know, Yatican or whatever, basically, this walking carpet. You know, goddamn Chewbacca over here and whatnot has our ideology. Sorry. Can you tell I don't like Yatikins? I don't like much of the xenotypes. I think there's like only one of the xenotypes that I actually begrudgingly will put up with, and that's actually like the dirt moles. I'm like, well, you're somewhat useful, I guess. And I'm like, there's the Hussars as well, but I look at the Hussars and I'm just like, you are goddamn just like one bad day away from just murdering us all. If I don't give you constant drugs like the go juice or whatnot, it is just like, you're going to turn into the Doomslayer, and all of a sudden we're going to just start looking like demons. Speaking of which, basically... Yep. Mortar shells, yeah. We canceled and whatnot, basically, literally, let's not all get in the Gravship yet. Let's move the field cannon and the shells over to the ship. And then we're gonna go assassinate somebody! Using artillery! I accidentally decided to take the animals with us as well, so... Once more, but don't take the animals with us. That is a horrible area to pack into. I tell everybody to pack into the Gravship where they get into the room with the generator in it. I love my 50 degrees Celsius room. Right next against this building. In here. By 11 room, this probably was an ideology room. What was that?
Oh no, I saw this tiny thing that said enemy contact, so I just have all 8 missile trucks go pointing in that direction. I don't want to see the zip code anymore.
Gotcha. I was about to say basically just like launch a nuclear cruise missile at him, but I'm like, oh wait, that's Broken Arrow, not Warno.
That was the one I was going to try after this one.
I remember looking at the Broken Arrow reviews, and it was just a lot of it's mixed because a lot of people are just... Alright. Fuck you.
Can the AI tactically nuke me?
No, it was basically a lot of people just quit during the match, whether they're winning or losing and whatnot. Basically, the second you just, like, destroy their units, they're like, well, people have a problem with the rage quitting. But then I saw a short of some guy just, like, all of a sudden, right at the start of the mission, basically just nuke the center of the map. And I'm just like, ow! Well, yeah, no, if it was the beginning of the match and you just nuked my entire opening, I'd probably just quit too. I'd just been like, you know what, fuck this. Because I remember War Games Red Dragon also kind of had a similar problem with like artillery, especially like the MLRSs, the rocket artilleries and whatnot. Is like people would just bombard the road that all your units would be coming down right at the start of the map, and it was just like, yes. Well, I can't do anything anymore. Fuck this. Yeet.
Our first play is always send out the recon, then call everything else in. Having a movable feast, sitting there twiddling their thumbs and not knowing where anything is, kind of sitting target.
You know, playing a lot of Steel Division, well, not a lot of Steel Division 2, but playing some Steel Division 2 back in the day. AA everywhere. I see you motherfucking VDV player over there. You will not goddamn chopper spam me today. Wow, this area is just covered in trees.
I think my one issue with Eugene Systems games was I just want to shoot things and have fun. Can I please not have to run out of fuel across an open field?
Yeah.
Boy. T-55s. Go, my rocket trucks.
Ooh. That was another thing about Gunner Heat PC and whatnot, and why I call it analog horror and whatnot, because it's just like, yeah, sure, East Germany has T-72Ms, because, you know, the Soviets actually liked them, but most of their tanks are comprised of, like, T-55s. You know, hand-me-downs from the Soviet Union, and they were just, like, the Soviets were just like, okay, here's the plan. Go forward. I go cresting over the hill. All I see is, like, 4 fucking Bradleys and then tow missiles about to hit me within the span of... just within the blink of an eye. And the thing about the T-55, being a tank from the fucking 50s, it's got no, like, rangefinder on it whatsoever, and it's just like, oh, I guess I die now. This is like, how do we hit the target, pray?
I want a game like Steel Division and them, but I want it to be kind of like more arcadey.
Like Company Heroes?
I guess. Minus the having to capture shit for my resource.
Alright, fair enough, yeah.
Basically,
World
I
in conflict,
want my
world in
funny
conflict.
grand-scale armies, but not paper-mache units.
We need World in Conflict 2. World in Conflict was, honest to God, one of the best RTS games out there, and I will die on this hill.
I like World in Conflict. I think I tried the skirmish stuff and couldn't really understand what I was doing with it.
That's alright, I was just, whatchamacallit, repairing the gun. Oh, the shields. And, we're here to kill you.
The Russians have an artillery gun that could go a hole.
Okay. We just so we were here to assassinate a royal member because they're dropship. We gave the deserters intel. And they're just like, all right, we'll shoot down this guy's shuttle for you and whatnot. Basically, you go assassinate him. I'm like, sure. And I bring the field cannon with us, and I just nuked him. And for some reason, yeah, his bodyguard's just none the wiser. Did this guy have the Twitch security bodyguards? That's what's happening here?
He's just sitting there hoping that the artillery gun's sight is based on movement. As long as he doesn't move, he won't be next.
Sadly, that's not how it's gonna work.
Is that a field truck? That is a field truck. Man, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, they're just... Alright, they're just gonna leave now. Easiest assassination I think I ever done.
often did the VDV paint their helicopters blue?
I don't think the VDV ever painted their helicopters blue. Why?
There's just a blue scout hip.
World Conflict 2 takes place in 1996 and the Taiwan Strait crisis leads to open war. Since the US is still recovering from the Soviet invasion, your main forces are Filipino and GSDF. You know, in all honesty, basically, legally, that would probably be interesting. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. And whatnot, basically, because it was just like the whole thing about World in Conflict as well is that the Soviets invaded Seattle or whatnot. They did that thing where they loaded up a division, you know, into cargo ships, basically, and made a beachhead for, you know, the Chinese to enter in the war and invade America that way and whatnot, which I have no idea how they got them to agree to that, but whatever. That doesn't matter. Video game.
We even see the Chinese?
No. Because what ends up happening is two things will happen. Either you manage to basically liberate Seattle from the Soviets before the nuclear launch happens, or the United States will nuke Seattle to basically get rid of the Soviets and have the Chinese fleet turn away. Because the Chinese are only entering the war if basically they can land troops in Seattle.
What's wrong with Alaska?
This ain't the Fallout timeline. We're not having the Battle of Anchorage here. But yeah, because I remember as well, there was a NATO faction in World in Conflict and whatnot that was a mixture of German, French, British, and Italian forces and whatnot. The NATO equivalent of World in Conflict 2 could be literally, you know, Japanese Defense Force, South Korean military, and then, you know, Filipino military, as well as probably like the Chinese nationalists still in Taiwan. Hold on one second. Oh, thank God. Whatchamacallit, the game pauses on those alerts. Revenant attack where? Oh, fuck. NATO faction ironically used white phosphorus, meanwhile US couldn't use it. Huh. It's weird as all hell. Fucking escape! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
You remember how you mentioned the toes are in the bushes?
Yep.
The Russians heard you.
Wonderful. Alright, let me open up the compendium here.
I now have to delete bushes.
That's what they gave you the napalm for.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I forgot I had the napalm jet.
Oh god. Oh fuck. What have I done? Alright, so... Problems. Revenue. Ronan decided to attack our colony. Decided to hypnotize or basically put one of our colonists in a coma. And it managed to escape. Because the thing ran away faster than an Olympic track athlete. Usually in the past, I've been able to chase them down. As long as you keep shooting at them, they can't cloak. Not today. Not today. And the problem is, this playthrough hasn't really given us a lot of, well, I haven't even been trying to collect anomalies to study and whatnot, so it's just like, Yeah, I don't even have entity containment. We might be fucked here. Careful, no. So here's what we're gonna do, right? I don't have disruptor flares, but fire and EMPs can get revelants to reveal themselves. So if I get EMP grenades and incendiary grenades for everybody, hopefully that means, well, we'll be safe. I don't know. We'll be able to fight it. Question mark. Wanderer joins. Oh, totally. Please don't tell me you were the traitor I was speaking of. Actually, now that I remember it, I was actually doing a playthrough back when I used to do videos and whatnot. Years ago, I was actually doing World in Conflict. I don't even know if I still have those videos up or what. I never finished playing through it. Should probably just stream the entire game, maybe this time around. Don't know. Weirdest thing to me is how Titan & Co. They can make an expansion entirely based on space exploration, but don't update the Pirates of War caskets, which were both related to space piracy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the pirates are a spacer faction, believe it or not. Especially lately, since this game as well also takes a lot of like inspiration from like sci-fi Wild West, like Firefly and whatnot. As much as I love Vanilla Expanded and those mods and whatnot, I kind of feel that. Because I could say a lot of things about, you know, just like, well, with this DLC, they could have done this, or that, or the other thing and whatnot, like with Odyssey. They could have done that, they could have had space pirates become a very big deal and whatnot, either becoming a space pirate or like fighting space pirates. And whatnot, but then at the same time, it's kind of like I feel like everything is very much open and vague, so mods can do whatever they want with the DLC. I kind of felt like with Anomaly and whatnot, it was just like, oh, we're actually adding in some like horror aspects of it and whatnot into Rimworld and I thought this was going to be, well, I thought it was going to be like, oh, so we're going to be doing some SCP shit. That's kind of nice. And no, it was just like, it turned more out to be like, you are here to annoy me and nothing else. If I just ignore it, it can't hurt me that much. Because I remember actually doing an Anomaly playthrough, not on a stream or anything, but just by myself. And going through the entire Anomaly storyline was, it was absolute pain. It was just like, okay, this isn't fucking worth it. None of this is goddamn worth it. Especially when I got to the ending and whatnot, and it was just like, wow, okay, that was it. Because you finally get to the, you know, you open up the monolith, you go inside, basically you see like the demon core, as we'll just call it. And it just like, you could choose to destroy it and end the nightmare completely, or you could basically join it, and all it does is really give you like dehumanization and, you know, like buffs, like you know, you don't have needs anymore and whatnot, and this, that, or the other thing. I'm just like, well, this wasn't fucking worth it at all. I thought I could become the horror. I thought I could control it. I was not reading the notifications. Slaughter Ball. Ball has a mental breakdown. Is going to vent her anger on your animals. This happened because of poor mood, alcohol withdrawal. Why the fuck does a 7-year-old have alcohol withdrawals?
Yes.
I usually just have the juices and worth a squeeze. You get, what, a couple industrial tech specialist weapons and build a ghoul? Everything else is a negative? Yeah. I remember the end of it, basically, it's just like, it's pitch black out there, there's nightmare creatures that will grab you, and whatnot. We are constantly being raided by the damned, you know, from hell itself, basically. It is raining fucking blood, causing everybody to vomit. There's obelisks you have to go destroy, and whatnot. There's... And I'm just like, you know, you could have goddamn, you know, sharks with lasers on them at this point, and I won't even question it. Alright, how... Don't mind me just about to shoot child. Before anybody gets mad at me, the child killed one of the cats, so I was putting down a future serial killer. I swear, officer. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Basically, some of the effort isn't worth it. I kind of feel the same way about Odyssey. There's some candy, yeah, sure. Over there. No, I just remembered right. So I was like, oh, we could take the shuttle over there, and I'm just like, hold on a second. No, I've had this problem before and whatnot where this save is bugged. For some godforsaken reason. And every time we take a shuttle and go anywhere, it just deletes the shuttle and the people inside of it. Some AK. Don't mind me ranting about Odyssey for a moment and whatnot. You get these little missions to upgrade your ship. It's just like, oh, you get like a grab core extender and whatnot. You know, be able to add more to your ship, and it's just like, oh, that's really good. Because you know, bigger ship means better ship, quote unquote. But the missions to do it are just so goddamn annoying. It's like a time sink, because it's just like, go here, there's 3 bunkers, one of which the bunkers is the correct one, the other 2 just have a few supplies in them. It's going to take several days to get the bunkers open because you have to hack them, but at the same time, you know, after a while of hacking them, you're going to get locked out of the system, and you're going to have to wait 24 hours for the system to reset and be able to hack it again. Or one of them is basically, it's just like, so we're going to put you in a mountain full of insect hives, like an unreasonable amount of insects. You're going to feel like you're basically playing Helldivers 2 on Hellmire. Go fuck yourself.
Bugs, 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 bugs.
Yeah.
Different cackles in the distance.
Pretty much, or it's just like a lot of the stuff that you need basically lead for like Odyssey, as well as go to space, find asteroid, mine out asteroid. Which that's perfectly fine in itself and whatnot if it weren't for the fact of, you know, mining was so goddamn slow in space. There's one thing I couldn't wish, is that events that are great magnitude would actually affect things on a global scale. Why is Aurora Borealis occurring entirely in my kitchen? Yeah. Yeah. It's a limitation on how the XML or how the game's code works, I guess. So I've had that as well. Like vanilla expanded. Why did somebody have jade on them? Whatever. If I gift it to you, will you like me more? Not really. What I have to do to fix this relationship. But like with vanilla expanded as well, there's like some like pretty severe incidences that could happen, like basically like a new ice age happen, or like, you know, global warming happens and, you know, the sun becomes a deadly laser. Droughts could happen. Like the permanent night, which is like just an eclipse that could last for years and happens. But then if you just pack up and abandon your colony and go build a new colony somewhere else, basically the event goes away. What? You okay, Diaz?
Yeah, it's like, just, ah, yes, if we just pack up, the Ice Age doesn't exist anymore.
It's just a limitation of the game, I guess, at that point. Because the Aurora Borealis is entirely centralized in your goddamn kitchen. I know this one basically is actually. I might keep this one because this one's good at research. And whatnot, but the other one, which no, you are not wearing that. You take that armor off right now.
What forbidden attire do they crave?
This goddamn new intern was like, "I'm gonna wear the steel plate armor." I'm like, "No, you're fucking not." No.
What's wrong with the steel plate?
You're going to work on the farm. You're going to the farm. You do not need to be wearing knight armor on the goddamn farm.
What's he gonna do about the uppity peasants?
Buddy, he is the uppity peasant. He is the uppity peasant. I can't give him basically an armor and weapons. They should be telling me basically I should give the peasants, you know, days off. What kind of insanity is that? That's a lot of mini turrets. Obsidian mini turrets, what the fuck?
How?
I don't know how!
This is one of those, like, forbidden things that makes the gods angry at you.
Like the jade knife, it should not exist, yet it do!
God, I forgot how thin the H1s are.
The what are?
The Cobras.
Oh, yeah.
They look like they got fucking squished. All these turrets just made out of obsidian. Weird. Fucking weird. They've been worth rescuing. You're going to the farm. Oh, we definitely need that uranium, and I'm bringing that flat screen TV back. It is important to morale.
I already got a flat screen TV, or it's like an ultra screen and whatnot, but I'm bringing that back. Should make a hospital. That's right, we had pawns here that were... I can't believe I completely forgot about this damn town. Been staring at it this entire time as well. Wow. So... first guy we recruited, Howard. Second guy we recruited, Brawler. Alright, how about you? Metagarist? The animals are essential to life. Okay, animal lover, basically, Lily. Stab scar, right leg.
I stand corrected. It wasn't a Russian helicopter. It was a East German helicopter painted blue.
Don't mind me. Here, actually stay there. Okay, you got socials. You have good socials. Social. Yes, yes. They need 5 people at the very least, I think, for a town. And whatnot, to be able to recruit people.
You know, an M60 covered in ERA is something I never wanted to see.
Why?
It's like something they welded onto it as a last-ditch effort.
I mean, they probably did, yeah. And those are probably annoying to people. Keep going back and forth comparing. Is it coming through? Alright, never mind. I'll plant that because of the cold, huh? It's only September, why is it so cold?
Just suffer.
Quick harvest what we can before it dies. It's already dying. Alright, wonderful. -10 Celsius outside. It's only September!
Suffer. As the mammoths have suffered.
Look, this is literally what look. This is what I tell every animal out there. If God wanted you to live, he wouldn't have made you delicious. There's quite a few animals out there that survive because they taste horrible. Like, really taste horrible. So when something tastes good, well, that's completely on their fault. Don't crash. Oh god. Sure, let's just get the blind man to go out there and do it. Could possibly go wrong. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, oh boy, sending ice.
Yeah? gotten a mission from the recruiters in a while, basically to get more intel. A little bit worrying. Spawn it, get more intel if I ever get bored. Good animal skill. I keep calling this the farm. This isn't the farm basically. It's just a hunting village, if anything, a hunting outpost that I have here. And basically, the more pawns I have there, the culminative animal and shooting skill basically means I get more resources out of it. So good pawns that have good animal skills or shooting skills that I don't want in my colony, just send them over there. That way, I don't have to deal with them, and I get free food out of it.
Hooray.
Uh-huh. Age reversal demanded. Who the name of fuck? You. Buy medicine from you. That is okay. Going as sound. Was something else I want to talk about, motherfucker. Do not let that motherfucker escape. Enough for us, basically, literally. while I was busy hypnotizing one of our pawns, somebody just shot it in the brain 4 fucking times. On the other hand, basically, what the fuck was your goddamn problem? Say we started attacking Revenant, Glimmer just all of a sudden went fucking rogue, and it was just like, alright, well, yeah. So this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. I need to create another barracks to how many pawns I have, Jesus Christ. Second question is, why is everybody sleeping over here in the ship? Got perfectly good barracks right over here. Why do you keep giving me apparel drops if it's not going to be anything worthwhile? I don't care about your goddamn brimless hats. some missions. Or more or less work sites for fun. Just make sure everybody's armed again. Winter's going to be here soon, basically. Might as well take all the resources we can, necessarily that we need them. And we don't need the EMPs or Molotov cocktails anymore, not like we're even making them to begin with. Barracks here. Mission with the Gravship. Glimmer didn't want to be a researcher here, basically decided to betray the colony. I'm just going to throw them over the hunting outpost as well.
They can't betray the hunting outpost, can they?
Not that I know of, no. So welcome back. I wonder how Ace is doing, basically, now that I think about it, because it's just like he keeps saying he has tinnitus and whatnot, but at the same time he also says his ear has been hurting for days now. And I'm like, that's not tinnitus at that point. It sounds more like he's got an ear infection than tinnitus and whatnot, but he doesn't want to go to a doctor, and I'm like, alright, well, you can go deafen your ear. That works too.
Well, the ear infections I've got usually go away after a while.
Yeah, but ear infections can also basically mean go deaf.
Oh dear. Never do that.
Yeah, ear infections can actually be pretty fucking major for how nonchalant doctors are about it. Is Slick having a temper tantrum? Doesn't like the fact that there's interns in the colony. Oh no!
They don't like the interns specifically?
No, they don't like interns in general.
What's wrong with interns? Or are the interns not technically actually intern?
What do you think?
Got it.
You bored? Ah. Here's a question for you. When are you going to update to 1.6 finally?
No idea.
Wonderful. And what I should ask is, when are you going to get Battlefield 6? Nothing? Set up mining outpost somewhere. So we basically got a new like dirt mold prisoner and whatnot. I'm like, oh, I can send you to a mining outpost basically, and you can go get us all the uranium we need basically for our nuclear weapons program. We're great. Get rid of him. know it'd probably be a pain in the ass to do and whatnot, but I do really wish that if you had pawns working at outposts that they would actually improve their skills, but the whole point of throwing them into an outpost is kind of like, well, technically they exist and don't exist at the same time because the game isn't keeping track of them anymore. It's a bit weird. Don't know how they did for the coding, but yeah. I need you to be converted slick, that way they stop having mental breakdowns about being the different ideology. I know how a couple days ago things like it was too cold, it was like -10 Celsius. I don't even know. There's snap freeze that happened. Just ally with? Allied. Ionian Empire become very close, blah 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 blah. Goodwill 100% has risen past 75. I don't even know who the fuck those people are, and they don't even show up on the faction list.
Wonderful.
We have allies somewhere. I realized Nelson was part of our colony when I threw them into prison. I'm like, wait, hold on, if we just... Whatchamacalls is just like release you, you just join the colony. Why the fuck am I trying to re-recruit you? This fuel tanker, I'm gonna go call them. I'm in poor health. Oh. That's fucking fantastic.
What's wrong?
I got resurrection psychosis.
Uh-oh.
I am not long for this world.
I'm just going through Rimworld mods.
Ooh. a farm. Same element that disguises the electromagnetic signature of your gravship, allowing you to approach heavily defended landing sites. Right, okay. How big is this? Sure. That allows me to go over here to these... whatchamacallit, the voidborn exchanges. These platforms have long-range automatic weapons, blah, 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 blah. Orbital platform controlled by another human faction. They won't appreciate visitors. Well, too bad. Been about becoming space pirates. I think it's time to commit space piracy. Take items, there we go. It's a bit weird that I sent a blind man out to go guard the intern to the farm outpost we're building, and then I'm just like, wait, how the fuck is he gonna get back? He's goddamn blind. Don't worry. Randy works in mysterious ways. Construct that, please. Let's build the signal jammer. And then you'll build it. Not like we're gonna need advanced components because we got 13 of them, but we will eventually. We'll eventually.
Oh right, I forgot.
What?
None of alchemist stuff is past 1.4, I think.
Learn to let go.
Separately.
Was it the alchemist stuff, basically, Lily? Is that what you're using?
Let's see. Smoke, vapor, splashes, power conduits, chicken nest, power tab, perspective ores, perspective buildings, toggleable shields, simple utilities fridge, clean pathfinding, smart farming.
So basically just a whole bunch of visual effects and quality of life that we have in 1.6.
Have refrigerators?
No, not that one. But we have other refrigerator mods. Finally, a mission from the deserters. Send you the hunting outpost.
Hooray. Some people have been updating them.
What?
The alchemist stuff.
Oh.
Apparently Miles made a mod that just makes the mods that still work with 1.6 have a little thing that just stops them from being marked as out of date.
Good. These large hills, those are in fact large hills. Okay, we could actually put up a mining outpost. Just need to send somebody over there. Go take them over there, escort them over there. I set up this farm and I didn't even really think to myself, what should I even grow here? More opium, clearly. One there. Skill of 10 shit. How much skill do you have? Mining 8. Yippee. You got excited for nothing, because I'm like, oh, we got a dirt mold prisoner, good. Send him to the mines. No, he's not good enough. His sole purpose is mining, and he's not even good enough for that. What a disappointment. Go deal with this Imperial outpost. Shells with us in the field cannon. We're gonna need them. On how I'm trying to get these pawns to move and whatnot, but they're just like, hold on, I gotta go eat first, and then once they're done eating, then all of a sudden somebody's like, wait, I gotta go eat now too, and it... No, forced caravan departure. Get out. It's a blood moon. The event where literally nothing happens. For those that don't know, basically, blood moon is an incident that happens with vanilla expanded sangophages, which is supposed to have all the sangophages across the planet go, absolutely ape shit, and then it just like, well, nothing ever happens. no Sangophages ever show up. And if you have Sangophages in their colony, they just get a little bit mildly hungry.
They get grumpy. Quite possibly hangry.
Should- Honestly, thankfully, we don't have to deal with the Palantones because we're on the other side of the building that they're from. Which is nice. Maybe I shouldn't even... Well, I already took out the field can, so might as well goddamn use it anyway. Where are you going? I put this in a caravan, they somehow fit in a backpack. However, if I take it out of the backpack, I cannot put it back in because it's too heavy to carry.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
If we have wall lights now, do we actually have wall torches too?
Yes.
Rest in peace, Medieval Expanded.
Well, actually, I think that's where we get the wall torches from.
Precisely.
Bit of a waste of a nuclear shell.
Also, rest in peace, the weird Chinese antler race thing.
What?
The ones that just had gun, blade, arm gauntlets that could punch a hole through anything. They never got updated past 1.5 or 4.
Oh. I call reinforcements for this one.
The fun part with them was just making a colony that survived off of nothing but soy biscuits.
What?
They could turn soybeans into milk and then the milk into ration biscuits. I would put them right next to the British MREs because if you stack enough, they both turn into a cardboard box.
Oh, hey, good news. I don't have to worry about the coward anymore. Bad news. His fucking brains are gone. I really hope we don't really fire each other in this. Who the fuck pulled out a rocket launcher? Which one of you people just pulled out a doomsday rocket launcher? So help me God.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we want to focus fire on the guy with the plasma sword, please. Thank you. I know I said I didn't want to focus on him, but you know what? We need to actually, you know, fast here.
Oh god.
What?
Sleepy is playing Resident Evil 2.
Yes. Just now noticed that? Keep this man to death. Still make it reform the caravan. No, but I can send caravan. Okay then. So if I want to get the field cannon with us, or if I want to keep it with us, basically, because I certainly as fuck don't want to leave that behind, I'm gonna have to go deal with the Palantones. They count as a security turret. Incredibly stupid. If we just get within the minimum range of it, basically, we should be able to take this one out. God for that. It was easy. Get out of here before reinforcement shows up, please. It probably was. It probably wasn't a rocket. I mean, maybe it was a rocket launcher. I said it was a rocket launcher because I heard the sound for it, basically. But for all I know, it could have been one of those things, just like, oh yes, that guy wearing the cataphractic armor is like about 20 pounds of C4 on him, ready to detonate. Been a suicide bomber? Who knows? Oh, Krish. You want a werewolf colonist? I'm gonna take the silences again. How viable is a dirt mold? Strong melee damage, You know, it might be viable. They're slow runners, though, that's probably going to be the biggest problem with them, is that they won't be able to run at all and whatnot. But if they got really strong melee and you put them in, like, good armor, probably like plasteel or uranium armor might be good. Uranium does better against blunt damage. I think plasteel does good against piercing. Living under the mountain tunnels in a mushroom forest. Yeah, no. It might be viable and whatnot, as long as you don't go after the enemy and whatnot. You force them to come to you. Since you're in the mountain, basically, infestations are going to be your biggest problem. You won't have to worry about sieges at all. Oh, look at all this stuff here. Taking all that with us aboard the ship. As far as going to be power because the glow force doesn't get sun, you know, you are right. Is there timber shrooms? I think you can grow timber shrooms in the glow forest, but that's only if you have like vanilla expanded or whatnot. Fiber corn it requires 50% light instead of 51%, so you might be able to grow that. I think you can grow fiber corn in the dark. You might be able to do like wood power generators, but it's going to be a lot of fiber corn you're going to need to be able to grow. The motherfucker that I said was going to be a traitor turned out to be a traitor. Who could have foreseen this coming? Beat the shit out of him.
Biff has committed more anti-tank crimes.
As we know. Friendship with the AT4 RPG is my new best friend.
He has murdered 3, 4.
Your elf mercenaries wanted me to play Soviet dwarves, oh dear. What have I done?
5 attack helicopters hitting them in the tail rotor. In one shot. Jesus Christ, Biff.
Not bad, not bad.
Just how much did they nerf the health of vehicles in 6?
I don't know. What makes you think they nerf vehicles?
The amount of difficulty we run into 4 trying to stop one helicopter. The little birds of doom.
I guess, yeah. Soviet elves are bad enough. What the hell would Soviet dwarves be?
A bunch of short Fidel Castros inside of a mountain with AKs and night vision goggles. Enter at your own peril.
Okay, gotcha. Hell on earth.
They are not paying any taxes on that moonshine.
So just regular Soviets, I guess.
Is it the FDA or the DEA that goes after the moonshine?
The IRS.
Do you want to be an IRS agent trying to deal with dwarves inside of a mountain with AKs? And their illegal moonshine distillery?
Sure. ATF. Alcohol, tobacco, firearm. Yeah. Yeah, it would be the ATF. Never mind.
The first thing the ATF hears is just release the princess and you see the war come down the tunnel.
Gonna rename the Empire the ATF. There's actually, okay, there is a mod. It is updated to 1.6. I've been thinking about doing another playthrough with it, basically called the Sovereignty. And it's basically adds the UN, as I call them, because they wear light blue helmets like the UN, and what they do is they come in for inspections. Now, alcohol is perfectly legal, but illicit drugs, on the other hand, they get very angry at you with, and if you piss them off like 3 times, they will go to war with you. And whatnot. So you can also have like the Sovereignty, and then just, you know, they'll give you their funny blue book of like, here's the laws that we're enforcing upon you. And I would just say break every single one of them. Because I was thinking about doing a playthrough where it was just like, well, we've already played as elves, why not as dark elves? Basically cartel.
Got it, the red Moya.
The what?
Isn't the red Moya the cartel?
No.
Which one's the cartel?
Cartels. God damn it. God damn it. No, the cartel is its own separate thing. The Red Moyo basically are the ones from the Abyss.
Got it. I can be honest, I read the lore the first time around. Kinda got depressed, didn't read it for the second half.
You take the name if you want. I mean, it's a lot better than what the fuck I was gonna come up with. Because hold on, let me go through my notes here to see if I can find it again.
Is Almost There one of the mods you were waiting to update? Is Almost There one of the mods you were waiting for it to update?
I got rid of Almost There, basically, because what ended up happening is that the guy updated it without him actually really updating it. He just said it worked with 1.6 and it broke people's games when they tried sending people on a caravan, then he just deleted it, but then somebody re-uploaded it, if I remember correctly.
I think I've pretty much cleared out all of the old stuff. So now I'm just looking at 1.6 mods.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, first idea was, instead of Saints Row, we got Saint Drow. Another one is Revolutionary Armed Forces of Drow, Dark Elves Army. Which, if you don't get that, that's basically just a parody of FARC. I thought maybe we could try to pretend we're a legitimate, like, pharmaceutical company and whatnot, so it's just like Elfis or Nova Draudis. Instead of Juarez Cartel, it was just like IS Drauez Cartel. Drauez Cartel. So yeah, we're just gonna keep having mental breakdowns. You were once useful, but...
Vanilla cooking expanded bakery. Ah, yes, this is what we get instead of funeral pyres. Got it, Oscar.
Wait, what do we get instead of funeral pyres?
I just log in. It's vanilla cooking expanded bakery module.
Oh. Instead of Fidel Castro, we have Fidel Castro. God damn, stop. Stop!
I mean, those puns are better than the horrible name I thought of.
Oh yeah, what were you thinking of? Huh?
Drookie Drugs Incorporated. The Dark Elves from Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah, alright.
I think it was one of the elf mods you had, the medieval ones. Some purple elves showed up and they just had all the equipment from the Warhammer Dark Elves.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, since I'm at 1.6, I can probably use that one now, can I? Unless it's biotech.
I don't know. Build a quarry here. Have the dirt mole intern just mine all day and whatnot until he gets up to like level 10 and throw him over the mining outpost. This we could always do with more uranium. Need to get the prison labor mod. I think I said I was going to get that a long time ago to boot as well.
Prison labor is slightly confusing on how to get it to work.
Why?
Trying to manage all of the doors. At least at 1.4, you had to go find another mod to lock and unlock doors to allow the prisoners through them.
Right.
And then also change other settings with the doors to make sure your animals don't just walk out of the colony.
Right.
Not sure if it's changed at all in the newer versions.
How animals work now, most of them you have to put into a pen and whatnot so they don't run off. Make it so that dogs can prevent animals from wandering. Damn it. Probably, yeah. Like a shepherd's dog? That would definitely be good. Oh, that's right. We got intel from doing that outpost mission, right? Yeah. Alright. Contact deserters. We're gonna have a little bit of shenanigans. I told them to get the animals aboard. Don't do that. It'll look goofy. Yeah, whatever. Seems, or not Randy, Rimworld base always seems to do this, where it's just like, oh yes, there's just a random animal that's just always hostile. Whenever you go anywhere. Not bring their... Oh shit. Yep, I forgot I left the artillery can back at home. Oh well. Fuck. MSI, give to group of Crovey. Because every time I call for reinforcements from them, basically it keeps decreasing our relations and whatnot, and if that drops below 0, then we won't be allies anymore, and we're not allies anymore. Oh shit, oh fuck. What's that?
Yeah, one of these days, you're going to have to learn. That door is pull, not push.
Nope. Okay. Apparently I didn't even need to show up here, basically, because what ended up happening is the same we show up here to kill, you know, this asshole. Fucking little Roomba did it for me.
I always knew the Roombas were homicidal.
Yep. I'm still gonna get blamed for it because now it's just like you are now public enemy, and I'm just like, uh-oh. Of course, after that entire battle with the Empire and whatnot, it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, before you're able to reform the caravan and leave, you're gonna have to kill the seal. You don't understand, it's an ancient evil seal.
Is it time to send the minion with a stick? Was that the wrong kind of seal?
The wrong kind of seal there, mate.
something seal nuggets.
How did Omar already get to level 10 mining already?
He hungers for the pickaxe.
I guess. Maybe I should just keep him there mining out the quarry forever. The problem is, basically, if I remember correctly, thermals have UV? Yeah. Intense UV sensitivity.
I wish you could filter the workshop by DLC requirements.
Yeah. Yeah. Days, basically, when we're just landing on the Gravship, I'm just gonna see it straight up explode, aren't I? Just right there, like, while landing at the Alicorn, Ace accidentally disengaged the grav engine too early, causing the Gravship to free fall for several feet. Some buildings on the Gravship have sustained light damage from the crash. Yay! sun place. They're giving up and they're fleeing. I'm just sitting going, what? The fuck?
I decided to not deal with it today.
I guess not. I'm a little bit, like, confused because I'm like, where were they? Definitely weren't anywhere around here, that's for sure. I really hope that isn't a sign of the game bugging out, basically. Because we left the Imperial Outpost and it was just like, okay. What is wrong with you? What are you going to do? You're going to beat the shit out of that man. Or try.
I didn't know Group of Krovi was secretly red alert.
What do you mean?
It's like we took a KV-2 turret and smacked it on top of a walker.
Yeah, and then it shoots Tesla bolts out.
Oh, that's the one that looks like a hunchback mixed with a tin can.
Yeah. That was fully flared. At least we can still make beer without electricity. That's pretty cool, right?
Doesn't beer just require a barrel?
Yes. But we also need to take like the hops. Refine the hops into wort and put the wort in the barrel. But yeah, solar flare is the one reason why I keep placing torches everywhere instead of actual lights. So when the power goes out, we can still be able to see. They somewhat act like heaters. It's poor heaters, but they act like it. Bottles of beer. We have 834 bottles of beer.
But are they on the wall?
When there's 999 bottles of beer, they will in fact be on the wall. You don't want to know something? I'm gonna make you count. I'm gonna make you count every single one of them on the wall just to make sure there's 999 bottles of beer.
And then a colonist goes into a binge mental break and drinks all of them.
That's about
And then
right.
passes out.
Invested chunk ship with Banapa. Well, that's a problem for future me to deal with. Don't worry, it's just infested ship trunk crash. Yes, thing. did not know this, but apparently I got 2 flat screen TVs. Somewhere in the previous streams I must have picked up a flat screen TV. Now I got a flat screen TV for my flat screen TV so I could sit there in storage. Because I already have a mega screen television in the rec room.
Is it time to start Sly's used furniture store?
Oh yeah, we'll set up Discount Dan Depot.
Get raided by Uncle Boris. Welcome to Storage Wars.
Huh. I did not know this basically, but did you know there's actually a maximum to how much pawns can learn in a day?
Nani?
So, like, let's take Omar, for example. He's learning mining because he's digging out in the mines, right? There is a cap for learn max today, and it's set at 4,000 points. If you go anything further learning, basically multiplied by 20%, which means you will learn 1/5 as much as you should, basically, if you reach the maximum cap for how much you learned today.
Huh.
If I'm reading this correctly. Never knew that was there. Sunbury recruitment. Okay, then. It's like 6 in the morning, everybody gets up, basically. They all go to do that. I have to deal with another goddamn pregnancy now. Who in their bright mind thought it was a great idea to raise a kid in a fucking war zone? Can't answer that question. I'm already thinking of horrible answers. we got a new recruit. Very goddamn genie. They're also pyromaniac, and they are vengeful. Just rename the disappointment. There was something I was wanted to do, and then I just immediately blanked out when I saw the new recruit that we got. It's probably the moment where I should just start saying everything that I think out loud, basically ideas that I have. That way if I ever do forget it, because I get distracted by something, well, I already said it, so I can just hear it again. Yeah, see there? Now the cat's killed him. I'm a bitch. Accidentally told the animals to come join us again, son of a bitch. Alright, whatever. Nobody. Launch this probie. size again. Actually, you know what? I want to see how much beer can we fit. We had put 499 bottles of beer. How about we just do like 400 bottles of beer? How much relations would that get? With this fuck. Alright. I would try to figure out if I could make a blind man fire an artillery cannon with a nuclear shell into it, but you know what? I probably should not do that. A list of bad ideas, that sounds like a very, very, very bad idea. What are you?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Airdrome bombardment. What's up, the predator drones after us?
Oh no.
Well, I don't even know where or what they're targeting. You'll usually see where the hell they're targeting and whatnot, but it's just like I literally don't see like any markers anywhere. Unless that was supposed to be like a warning message of just, hey you, stop fucking around. That's 44. 24. 53. That I could give a faction like 400 bottles of beer and they're like, it's only worth 24 relationship points. I would expect like each bottle of beer to at least get me one.
They're trying to have a prohibition.
Yes. Figure out where the predator drone strike happened.
Where?
The Gravship.
Oh.
Where's that motherfucker? It's supposed to be crashed shuttle somewhere around here. And what in the fuck? Who has 8 stonecutter tables in a single building? of fucking maniac does that? This mission may have bugged out and didn't spawn in the aerodrome because there's like there's just a hill in the middle. The water right there. Yeah, I was just robbed. So I could even reform the caravan as well, and I'm just like, oh, that's wonderful. Counter patrol of the Empire of the Sun.
Front row?
Front row. We could try to escape them, and they'll just tell the Empire where we are. Or we could go kill them.
And the Empire will probably still know where you are.
Mm-hmm. But those fuckers will be dead.
Heck no. These are peanut butter cookies. You will not get peanut butter cookies. Since I got ripped off, I was given bad intel. I'll just say that. It was just like, alright, hold on. Let me get my intel back, because I was promised that there was going to, you know, be a mission there, and then there wasn't. All that there, I'm going to refund myself the intel. Explosive belts on you. I'm gonna need to take that off of you before you decide to do the funny. Chop down some wood.
Dark deserters, please. Oh, wow, that only reduces our visibility by 1. Wonderful. That's what I get for having a blind man do the bandaging, I guess. Back at the Gravship that got hit by the aerodrone and whatnot, Floyd got wounded. Ice was fine, and he was bandaging up Floyd, but he did such a piss poor job. Floyd bled out before he could actually bandage him.
Oh.
Yippee! You know what, I'm just gonna go back home, fuck this. Oh.
I might just be crazy. I'm trying to look it up wrong, but I think the Signalis music disappeared.
It did.
Fuck. Agony, even.
Yep. Don't know why.
No more just sitting there listening to the peaceful music and then suddenly riot control.
Anyway, it's midnight and whatnot, so I think I went in the stream there. I know it wasn't like a full 4 hours and whatnot. I started the stream pretty fucking late. That was mostly because I was messing around with YouTube. Because YouTube and OBS are just like, you don't have a stream key. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I don't have a stream key? And then I look at YouTube, and YouTube's live stream layout completely changed. And with that, you know, new stream key, I guess. And it took me for fucking ever to find where the fuck they put the stream key. So, that was wonderful. Yeah. If you enjoyed Rimworld, let me know. Leave a like, all that jazz. Actually kind of hungry, so I'm gonna grab something to eat. Hope you have a good rest of your night. If you want to see more Rimworld, let me know down below in the comments if you wish.